Hi, in this video I would like to present to you the new feature that I added to my FluentAiPro app. You can see here the website, and it's fluentaipro.com/courses, and you can see all of the courses that I added, and courses are filtered by language, but you can search for more courses. For example, these are the courses that I already added to my library. You can go to browse, and you can filter, for example, taught in English, and you see all of the courses that are taught in English, and you can take a look here and you can filter by language. Let's suppose that we would like to learn Portuguese, and then you have, for example, Portuguese for English speakers, and then we can add it to our courses, or we can just start learning Portuguese. So let's click on start learning, and here you can see all of the levels according to the European Common Framework. You have A1, A2, B1, B2, and according to your level, the level you have set in your user profile, then you can start on that level. If you're a pro user, then you can jump to any level. Otherwise, you go step by step to any course. Okay, I'm gonna wear my headphones so that I can listen to the audio system, and let's give it a try now with Portuguese. The website is responsive. I'm working on creating the native app so that you can download it and install it in your phone. Otherwise, you just can click on, you see the icon here on the search bar. You can click on it, and then you can install the language, the app as a standalone app, and you're gonna see the icon on your home screen, and then you can launch the app as a real app from your mobile device. So let's start this course. Let's click on continue with lesson 1, and here you can decide if you want the dialogues to be played one by one or automatically, for example with autoplay.
Olá. Bom dia, João. Bom dia, como está? Tô bem, obrigado. E você? Tô bem também. Adeus, João. Adeus, Ana. Até amanhã.
Okay, you can see the small dialogue for lesson number 1 because that's the basic level. You're going to have here a summary, a grammar summary, for example, related to the conjugation of to be in Portuguese. Estou, está, olá, bom dia, adeus, até amanhã. Then you have some examples here that you can listen to.
Eu estou bem.
And then you can repeat, for example, eu estou bem.
Eu estou bem.
Eu estou bem. Then if you like this phrase, you can add it to your phrases bank here. You click on it and then add to word bank. Even though the translation here is add to word bank, it's going to be available on your phrases. You can see that we have the translation, the IPA pronunciation, and the definition. Of course, you can add some more notes to the definition if you want to. All right, so here you have the vocabulary. You can click on add all to the word bank, and you have the chance here to disable some words. For example, let's suppose that I already know how to say hello in Portuguese. I deselect this one. Como is very similar to Spanish, como. So I'm gonna deselect it and then add the 11 words to my word bank. And then I can practice those words by going to study and then word bank, phrases, flashcards for those words. The website is completely responsive. I'm going to show you that if we select, for example, a screen size of an iPhone 16, you can see that the app is responsive. Then you have some exercises here. For example, what's the correct translation for hola? I think it's hello. I click on hello and you see the explanation here. Hola is the standard Portuguese greeting for hello. Here we have to complete eu bem, meaning eu estou bem. Bom dia. Como estou, como estamos, como está, como está. Which phrase means good morning? Okay, bom dia. Estou bem. Here, of course, if there are more possibilities, you have to listen to the dialogue to choose the right word. Estou bem. I would choose obrigado. And in this case is também. Eu estou bem também. So I'm good. I'm also good. Okay, then you can complete the lesson. You're gonna get some points for lessons that you've completed for the weekly leaderboard. For example, here you have plus 15 XPs, and then you can go to the next lesson.
Olá, João, tudo bem? Olá, Ana, tudo bem? Obrigado. E você?
You can
Eu tô bem
click on
também.
the translation
Onde você
icon,
mora?
for example, if you
Eu
want
moro
to
em
know the
Lisboa.
translation.
Lisboa é uma cidade grande.
You can just pause the phrase and then see the translation. Lisbon is a big city, okay? And then you can click
E você
OK
onde mora?
and go on.
Eu moro no Porto. O Porto também é uma cidade bonita. Obrigada. Esse Porto? Não, eu não conheço.
Okay, and the same goes here. You can see it's very similar to the Asimov way of teaching. So if you're at a basic level, I advise you to follow the courses, and then after the courses, you can go to grammar and practice your grammar. You can choose, for example, here your grammar level according to the language that you choose. Make sure that you go to your account, learning language, and then I'm gonna change. You can change anytime you'd like. I'm gonna choose Portuguese and translate to English. And then if I go to grammar, I can choose my level here, A1 for beginner, and then I can start practicing grammar. For example, você canta muito bem. Okay, and then, for example, if you don't know the word, you can listen to it.
Ela frutas na feira.
Okay, there's no hints, but you can click here, show hint. So you see that we have COM, it means that it's como. So, ela come, because it's third person. Ela come frutas na feira. Ah, okay, the verb was comprar, okay, but ela compra, but ela come, it's okay too. Okay, let's click on next. Ela no parque todos os dias. Here is to play, so ela joga. Nós livro agora, quindi. So let's take a look at the tip. Lem, so nós lemos, and it's correct. And so on. You can go through every grammar steps. Nós vemos, eles brincam na praia no verão, and you can see the translation also. They play it on the beach in the summer, okay? So you can see the explanation. Brincar, that in Spanish it means to jump, but in Portuguese it means just to play. Ok, você é muito feliz hoje. Você está. Ok, correto. Eu, show hint, vivo no Brasil. Eu sempre café de manhã. Eu bebo. Eles na escola agora. Quindi eles, let's show the hint. Then it could be estudam. Estudam, okay? It's with M. And then you can see that we finished that lesson, and we can choose another topic and go on with our learning. Here you see that our score, according to the questions that we answered, we can practice again, or we can choose another level or another topic. Okay, and you can see here the progress. You have some graphs here, so your accuracy over time, your badges, 3-day streak, 50 exercises, flawless, century, 500 exercises. So you can see my history here. This history is related to every language that you're learning, not only to the language that you just practiced. After that, if you want to practice a little bit of reading, you can go to reading, and then let's say that you want to practice some vocabulary related to home. Okay, you choose at home, and then you choose you can always change the language here, but by default is the language that you choose from your profile. So I want to generate a short test for this demo, and then for A1 beginner. Okay, let's change here to news. Let's see. Okay, let's get it to news, and then here you can start listening to the reading here with the AI voice.
A cidade tem um parque novo. O parque é grande e bonito. Muitas pessoas visitam o parque. Elas andam e brincam. Há flores e árvores. As crianças gostam do parque. É um bom lugar para todos. A cidade está feliz. O parque é uma ótima notícia. As pessoas sorriem no parque.
Okay, After that, if you want to practice, you can read on your own and repeat. For example, you can put it very slow.
A cidade tem parque
A cidade
novo.
tem parque
O
novo.
parque é grande e bonito.
O parque é
Muitas
grande e
pessoas
bonito.
visitam o parque.
Muitas pessoas
Elas
visitam o
andam e
parque.
brincam.
Okay, and you can do some shadowing. And after that, if you decide and you feel comfortable, you can start recording your voice. It's very important to always record your readings so that you can compare your past readings with your present readings and see if your pronunciation is improving. So you just click on start recording. I'm going to use my iPhone microphone. A cidade tem parque novo. O parque é grande e bonito. Muitas pessoas visitam o parque. Elas andam e brincam. Há flores e árvores. As crianças gostam do parque. É bom lugar para todos. A cidade está feliz. O parque é uma ótima notícia. As pessoas sorriem no parque. Okay. I made some pronunciation mistakes just to see if the AI catches them. If you like, you can listen to it again. A cidade tem parque novo. O parque é grande e bonito. If you like your reading, okay, you can save it so that you have it in your history. And after that, you can analyze your pronunciation, okay? So let's click on Analyze. It takes a few seconds for the AI to analyze every word, and then the AI is going to give you some tips. So you can see here, pronunciation clarity, 8.7 to 10, 8.6 to 10 for fluency, accuracy, 8.9. And here you can see, for example, the detailed feedback. You can see the words like parque, accuracy, 63%, sound needs work, okay? Because here the R has to be more like a H, parque. So I can listen to it.
Parque.
Okay, and then practice it. The same goes for the rest of one. Visitam, andam.
Andam.
Okay, if you see an accuracy that is lower than 72%, maybe you have to work on those words, on that pronunciation. And then you can add those words to your vocabulary so that you can practice them later on. And you see some of the improvement plan that you have. Practice words slowly, focusing on each syllable, record yourself and compare with native speakers. So some suggestions that you get. All right, guys, this is all for today. And before leaving, remember that you can save that reading to your podcast, and you can listen to that reading while you're working out or walking, okay, or driving. And you just go to podcast and you're going to see that recording in there. Okay, but that's for another video. I hope you like it. I hope you liked it, and see you on the next video related to FluentAiPro. Okay, so you can practice your languages so you can get fluent with FluentAiPro. See you. Thank you for watching. Bye.